welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Brianna. I am a college student at Princeton University, currently a sophomore, and today I thought I'd bring you guys along with me for my workout routine, my current workout routine as a student in college. I'm someone who completely prioritizes my fitness, well-being. It can be so hard sometimes trying to find some balance in like your schoolwork, especially at an Ivy League institution that places a lot of pressure on excelling academically. I'm also going to be showing you guys what I eat like as a post-workout snack. So in case you guys are wondering about Princeton and their workout facilities, they have one main gym for like non-athletes. It's called Dillon Gym, and then they have Jadwin Gym, which is basically for all of the athletes because obviously we have sports teams here. Dillon Gym can get super crowded, you guys. I feel like when I used to go as a freshman, I would go, I don't know, maybe twice a week so that I could use the machines there. It would always be so incredibly packed whenever people didn't have class. They would go there, and I think now that there's like some sort of membership thing, I think they're trying to kind of alleviate the crowdedness. I found for me it has just worked out much better to work out in my own dorm. And yeah, so I'm so excited to show you guys what I do. Let's get to it. Currently, it is around 6 p.m. and I'm definitely someone who saves my workouts for later, but since it is something that is really important to me, I always make sure I don't miss it. This is the space that I'm working with. I basically just have this main area to do all of my workouts in. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is clean up all of my stuff. It kind of takes up a lot of space, so I'm gonna put everything on my desk. And then I just like to move this over here, just so that it is completely out of the way and right in front of my fridge. So now we have enough space, as you can see here, to do the workout. And so I used to have, I think before winter break, I used to have like an aloe yoga mat that I would bring here. I now just have a towel that I use. I use a new towel every single week because I like to keep my aloe yoga mat at home for whenever I do workouts there. First of all though, this is what I wore for today. Obviously it's not really workout attire, so let's go try to pick out a cute little set. That's what the towel situation looks like, by the way. I also want to mention that I do use 2 dumbbells for my arms and abs exercises. Right here is all of my shorts and stuff. So I think I'm gonna do these black running shorts today. I think for today we're going to do this white top. Here is the fit. What do we think? I think it's cute. I don't know. It's literally just a top and running shorts. You might think my hair is absolutely crazy. I would agree. I would not say that I like this hairstyle. It's literally just a teeny tiny bun, but I kind of need it to be like this because if I found that if I put it in anything else, it literally falls out. I basically break down my workout into 4 different parts. The first part is cardio and or HIIT, so like full body workout. At home, when I have access to a treadmill, I tend to run like 2 miles, then I do like a little walk cool down. But for my cardio here, I obviously don't have access to a treadmill and the weather's way too cold to be running outside. I just like to follow along to a YouTube video, like that one is kind of good. I also love Pamela Reeve. She has a bunch of really cool workouts, and I usually like for this to take up around 15 to 20 minutes of my workout, and then after that we'll move on to abs. So let's go ahead and find a video. It's a 15-minute intense HIIT and you burn 300 calories. So I don't know if it's true that you actually burn 300 calories. I have no way to track that, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. I love these intense HIIT videos. Never forget to hydrate during your workouts. Look at this beautiful awala that I have, you guys. I got this one, I think, for Christmas, and it has been such a lifesaver. Also, a must-have in my dorm room for my workouts is my fan, my oscillating fan. I actually have multiple, but especially since my room does not have any AC, like these fans are so good. Here's the first one that I have. It's a Woozu. I don't really use it for workouts unless I want like a double fan, but this is the main one that I use. I don't really know what it's called, but I just turn it on and it literally just pushes so much air out. So I apologize if you hear that running in the background. Workout 1 is complete. Can you tell by my hair? I feel like my hair is going to progressively get like messier throughout the workout, but I definitely don't think I burned 300 calories because I burned that in running like 2 miles. But I definitely probably burned at least 100, which is great. So for my ab workout, I actually have more of a structured workout, and I think it would be fun to take you guys through like my actual ab circuit that I do. I actually got a lot of these exercises from a bunch of different like fitness influencers and people that I've seen on YouTube. That's how I basically created this circuit for myself. What you're gonna need is a 10-pound weight or some sort of weight, and obviously a mat, but they're gonna be 1 minute per exercise, and I just use my phone as the timer and no breaks in between. So I try to challenge myself as much as possible. So there's my timer. First exercise we're going to do is a crunch with the weight. Pretty simple, and you're just gonna keep doing this for a whole minute. And then from there, you're gonna set the weight down and you're gonna go straight into some bicycle crunches. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then you do 3 crunches on this side. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 3 crunches on this side. Then we're gonna stay with the same type of crunches, but we're gonna do 30 seconds just crunching on one side, and then you're gonna flip after those 30 seconds, and you're gonna crunch on the other side for 30 seconds. So I guess quite a few of these actually don't use the weight, but the next one we're gonna do is dead bug. If you know, you know. I just find that this one really works like your lower abs super well. Usually I do like 30 seconds of dead bug, and then I move to scissor kicks, which are just like alternating your legs like this back and forth. Everyone's favorite, Russian twists. So get your weight again, and we're going to just do like regular Russian twists with your feet on the ground. You can be more intentional with your movement if you keep them on the ground, like really trying to make sure to get into those muscles. So we do this for 30 seconds, and then for the last 30 seconds of the minute, we just do like a deep pulse. But next up, we've got some side planks. I don't know, these are kind of like probably the hardest out of this circuit, especially since I put them at the end. Put your weight on your hip like this, and you just do up and down. For 30 seconds, you put your weight down, arm up, and then kind of thread it through, like so. Repeat that on the other side. That one really gets me to sweat. Okay, but the very last exercise in this ab circuit that I sometimes repeat twice, the last thing I do is slap this weight on my back and do a 1 minute plank. So let's do it. It's a really good precursor to my arm workout, which is going to be next, by doing 20 modified push-ups. And then we will move on to the weighted portion of the arms exercises. You guys might be wondering, like, do you eat before your workouts? Do you eat after? I tend to eat after. I kind of like listen to what my body tells me to do. Like if I'm super hungry before a workout, usually I have a quick carbohydrate, banana, or maybe a rice cake with peanut butter on top of it. Since I wasn't that hungry today, I'm just going to finish the workout and then have dinner right after. And I make sure to add tons of protein to my dinner. So I'll show you guys everything that I eat after the workout is finished. But let's get on to those push-ups. Push-ups are done. So now it's time for the arm portion of this workout. I typically just do 7.5 pound dumbbells, and I do 20 reps each. And I do this whole thing once or twice again, just like the abs, depending on how much time I have. Since I only have 10-pound dumbbells in my dorm, I'm going to do 12 reps so I don't overdo anything. But we're gonna start off with some cross body curls. I don't take any breaks. I don't know if that's like a controversial thing. After that, I go straight into basic bicep curls. And then right after that, I go right into wide bicep curls. These kind of get to be killer. And then I go straight into hammer curls. And sometimes I honestly have to take a break in between this because going right into all these curls is pretty hard. Now, set the weights down, give your arms a little shake. Now we're gonna move on to shoulders. We're gonna do shoulder raises, I think, 12 of them. And now we're gonna go straight into these, and then that's it for shoulders. And then the final thing that I do is tricep kickbacks, 12 of those. And the final exercise that I do for my arms is another tricep one. This one I just do one dumbbell, and I literally just go like this. Yeah, that's all I do for my arms. Another quick water break. Again, like I mentioned, sometimes I repeat that twice. Finally, I'm gonna work my thighs a little bit. I did some squats already and like some leg exercises during my HIIT workout, and of course running kind of does that too, but I usually just finish up with a little bit of legs. Okay, this is the first one that I do sometimes. Oh no, this is Lily Sabri. It's her 8-minute inner thigh workout, so good. But I also really like to do this 5-minute slim thighs workout by Bailey Brown. Both of these are so good. They literally burn your inner thighs so much. Okay guys, I finished my workout. I feel so great, so energized. However, I'm not ending the video just quite yet because I do want to show you guys what I like to eat after to fuel my body after a workout like this. So let's head over to the fridge. We're gonna say goodbye to the bun because that was just for the workout. I actually have quite a lot of food in here. Here's where I keep all of my plates and everything. That's a bunch of my breakfast foods up there. And I think I'm gonna make myself quite a big dinner because I do have a lot of food to get through. And then look at that, I have one of my banana muffins to eat for dessert, hopefully. Look at how pretty the sunset is. So I've been looking forward to this pretty much all day. We're going to have some chicken cutlet for tonight. I also think for fruit, since this banana is sort of almost going bad, I'm probably going to have it. Honestly, chicken cutlet is such a staple for me as a college student. I feel like it's so easy to just meal prep and then have for the duration of the week. Also, shout out to my mom. She's behind the majority of this food preparation, so love her. I also have this beef quesadilla that I didn't finish from lunch today, so I'm gonna add that. So we also have some chickpea pasta, which is a great source of, I guess, protein because it's like chickpeas, so I might add that as well. I have some beef sauce, which I've already eaten a little bit of. These are baby bok choy and spinach, and then of course some veggies. I also have sweet potato in there, so let me go ahead and put my dinner together and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Guys, oh my goodness, it's done. My dinner is complete and I'm so excited to eat it, like you don't even know. This is what the dinner looks like. Super fueling, super good. Honestly, it's definitely on the bigger side of what I usually eat. Decided to do meat sauce. I was going to do pesto, but meat sauce because my mom made it for me and it's so good. On top of my chicken cutlet, I have one quesadilla with a spinach wrap. And then here is my sweet potato, baked sweet potato with cinnamon on it because that is the best way to eat it in my opinion. And then I have some mixed veggies and spinach and stuff. But oh my goodness, I'm so excited to eat this. Some might think I'm weird for adding meat sauce onto chicken, but honestly, it's a great combo to that. I never thought I'd try in college, but it's so good. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and thank you guys so much for coming along with me to see what I do as my workout routine. But if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Please subscribe for college content like this. Bye!